enter.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing I'm going to be doing some RS games with James. So I say hi James.
Hi there.
And so let's get started, shall we?
Yep, I'm ready
Search
to do it.
RS enter. RS Games Client app. Press right to switch preview. Ops 20. Login enter. Welcome to RS Games. Please follow Uno. Message of the day. Welcome to Uno. If you find any bugs in new game, would you like this game? Yes, please enter FIRE. Enter. The game is now set to private. Players will need to enter the password to join. The target score for this game is 500. Would you like enter a target 339999330. Enter. You set the target score to 300. Game created. Please wait for players to join your game. Press enter when you are ready to start. To enable voice chat, press Dominant Fireball has joined the game.
Alright, good luck.
Thanks, you
Enter.
too.
The game is starting. You are both 7. Blue, red, draw, leave game, draw, enter. You draw a card. Green 1, blue 7. Blue, green, red 1, green, enter. You play green 1. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fireball plays green, skip. You are skipped. It is Dominant Fireball, blue, red 1, blue, enter. You play blue 9. It is Dominant, enter. You play blue 7. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fireball draws a card. Dominant Fireball, red, draw, leave, draw, enter. You draw a card, enter. You play blue 0. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Red 1, red, skip, draw card. You draw it, blue, enter. You play blue 3. It's red, enter. You play red 1. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Red, enter. You play red 2. It is Dominant Fireball's red, enter. You play red 5. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. No one has Uno. Dominant Fireball plays green 5. Red, draw, leave, draw card. You draw a card. Wild, draw 4. Red, wild, draw 4. Enter. You play wild, draw 4. Red. You choose red. Dominant Fireball
That's
draws 4
alright.
cards. Red, draw card. Reds, enter. You play red, enter. You lose. No one has You enter. The game is starting. You have both 7 cards. Red 4. Yellow, draw 2. Yellow 9. Yellow 8. Yellow 0. Red, yellow 0. Enter. You play yellow 0. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fireball plays yellow reverse. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fireball plays green reverse. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant red, yellow, draw card. You draw a card. Red 8. Dominant Fireball plays no, enter. You draw 4 cards and are skipped. Yellow 7, white, blue, enter. You play blue 1. It is Dominant B. You post enter. The game is starting. You are dealt 7 cards. Blue, red, wild, yellow 1. Draw, leave, game, draw, yellow, wild, red, 3, blue, not, blue 4, blue, red, wild, draw 4, enter. You play red. You choose red. Dominant Fireball, blue, red 3, red, enter. You play blue 9, red 3, enter. You play red 3. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fire, blue, wild, draw, blue, enter. You play blue 9. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Blue 4, wild, draw, yellow 1, draw card. Yellow, wild, draw, blue 4, wild, enter. You play wild, draw 4, blue. You choose blue. Dominant Fireball, blue, enter. You play blue 4. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. You say you draw, enter. You draw a card. Green skip. You still do not have any playable cards, so your turn is over. It is Dominant Fireball's draw card. You draw a card. Blue 9. You still do not have any playable cards, so your turn is over. It is Dominant Fireball. Slower, faster. Draw card. You draw a card. Red 2, blue 9, green, red, yellow 1, red, enter. You play red 2. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fireball plays red 7. Green, draw, leave game, draw, enter. You draw a card. Blue draw. Dominant fight, blue, green, yellow, draw card, enter. You draw a card. Yellow 9. Blue draw, green, yellow, draw, leave game, draw, enter. You draw a card. Yellow 8. Blue draw 2, blue 9, blue draw, enter. You play blue draw, enter. You play blue 9. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fireball plays blue skip. Green, yellow 8. Yellow, enter. You play yellow 8. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fire, yellow 9. Draw, yellow, enter. You play yellow 9. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fireball plays yellow reverse. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Green skip. You play green skip. E. Draw card. You E. Dominant Fireball draws a card. Dominant blue, enter. You play blue 5. It is non B. You post enter. The game is starting. You are white. Yellow 5, enter. You play yellow 5. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant Fireball plays yellow, blue, red, white, yellow 1, draw card, yellow, enter. You play yellow 1. It is blue, enter. You play blue 4. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Dominant blue 8, enter. You play blue 8. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Blue, enter. You play blue 9. It is Dominant Fireball's turn. Wild, draw card. Wild, red 1, wild, enter. You play wild, red. You. It is an enter. You play a B. You play enter. The game is starting. Enter. You play yellow 2. It is dominant S. Your current score is 107 points. Dominant fireball
Yeah.
score is 1. Red wild yellow 6. Yellow 9. Yellow 9. Draw card. Yellow enter. You play yellow 9. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball play red wild yellow 9. Enter. You play yellow 9. It is red wild yellow draw card. Yellow enter. You play yellow 6. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire green red 6. Wild draw red 6. Enter. You play red 6. H. You have 2 cards. Green 7 and wild enter. You play wild draw for green. You choose green. Dominant you. You enter. You play green 7. You propose. You enter. The game is starting. You have those 7 cards. Yellow reverse. Wild. You play white 8. You have 6 cards. Blue 6. Green 3. Yellow 1. Yellow 2. Yellow 6. And yellow reverse. Yellow. You choose yellow. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball plays yellow skip. You are skipped. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball plays red skip. You are skipped. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball plays red reverse. It is green 4. Green wild. Green enter. You play green 4. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant green 3 enter. You play green 3. It is dominant B. You post enter. The game is starting. You blue draw 2 enter. You blue reverse enter. You blue 6. You play blue 6. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire red yellow draw card. You draw a card. Red. Dominant fire red draw card. You draw a card. Red yellow draw card. Yellow enter. You play yellow 0. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire green enter. You play green 4. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire red draw card. You draw a card. Green enter. You draw a card. You draw a card. Red skip. Use the key. Dominant fireball play green reverse. It is dominant fire red 8. Red reverse red 8 enter. You play red 8. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball red 6. Red reverse enter. You play red 6. Red skip. Enter. You play red 6. Draw card. Red 6 enter. You play red 6. It is dominant H. You have 1 card. Red 5. Dominant fireball no enter. You wild draw 4. You dominant fire you. No one at green enter. You play green 5. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire red 5 wild yellow 9 draw card. Yellow wild red 5 wild enter. You play wild red. You choose red. It is dominant fireball's turn. Red enter. You play red 5. It is dominant fireball's turn. Wild draw enter. You play wild yellow. You choose yellow. Dominant fireball enter. You play yellow 9. You got away with that play up. Your third score is 240 points. You enter. The game is starting. You are those 7. Green 7 enter. You play green 7. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant green reverse enter. You play green reverse enter. You play green yellow green enter. You play green 9. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire blue enter. You play blue 8. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball yellow drop leave game drop enter. You draw a card. Green. Dominant fire yellow drop leave game drop enter. You draw a card. Red 4. Dominant red yellow 1 red enter. You play red 4. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball plays red yellow drop leave drop enter. You draw a card. Red 6 yellow red enter. You play red 6. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant yellow skip draw card enter. You draw a card. Red 9 enter. You play red 9. It is dominant fireball's turn. Yellow skip yellow enter. You play yellow 1. It is dominant fireball's turn. Yellow skip enter. You enter. Sorry you say green draw 2. Draw card. You draw a card. Red reverse E. Draw card. You E. Dominant fireball draws a card. Dominant fireball E. Draw card. You draw a card. E. Dominant fireball draws a card. Dominant fire draw card. You E. Dominant fireball draws a card. Dominant draw card. You draw yellow reverse. You play red reverse. You play red 0. You play red 0. You dominant fireball plays red skip. You are skipped. It is dominant fireball's turn. No one has dominant fireball draws a card. No enter. You draw 4 cards and are skipped. Blue 5. Green 7. Blues enter. You play blue 0. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball blue enter. You play blue. Dominant fire blues enter. You play blue skip. Green skip. You play green 7. Green draw 2 enter. You play green enter. You no one has dominant fire green draw 2 enter. You play red 8. Greens enter. You play green 0. It is dominant fireballs. Draw card. You draw a card. Green enter. You play green 8. It is dominant draw card. You draw a card. Red 2. You still do not have any playable cards, so you're red 8. Draw card. You draw a card. Red skip. You still red 8. Red draw card. You draw a card. Green enter. You play D. Dominant fireball. Red 8. Red enter. You play red 2. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant red skip enter. You enter. You play red 8. You got away without saying you know. You the one dominant fireball yellow 2. You postpone enter. The game is starting. You blue 8 enter. You S. Your current score is 251 points. Blues enter. You play blue skip. Red 9. Green enter. You play green skip. Wild yellow set. Draw leave. Draw yellow white red 9. Wild yellow. You do yellow. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant yellow 7 enter. You play yellow 7. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire yellow 3 shift and you play yellow 3. It is dominant fireball's turn. You say you know. Dominant fire. Dominant. Draw enter. You draw a card. Red enter. You play red 2. It is dominant fireball's turn. You know. Dominant fireball plays red green draw card. You draw a green red yellow 6. Red enter. You play P. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball plays white. Dominant green yellow 6. Green enter. You play green 6. It is P. You post enter. The game is starting. You red 3. Enter. You play S. Your current score is 251 points. Dominant fireball score is 264 points. Blue red wild. Red draw enter. You play wild. You play 8. You have 4 cards. Blue 7. Blue 8. Blue reverse and yellow 8. Blue. You choose blue. It is dominant. Blue 8. Blue reverse. Blue 8 enter. You play blue 8. It is dominant fireball's turn. Blue reverse. Yellow 8. Draw yellow enter. You play yellow 8. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball play yellow reverse. Blue reverse. Draw card. Leave kick. Draw enter. You draw a card. Red 8. Use dominant fireball draws a card. Dominant fireball. Blue red 8. Draw card. Enter. You draw a card. Yellow not. Blue red 8. Yellow not enter. You play yellow 9. It is dominant fireball's turn. Blue red 8. Draw card. Enter. You draw a card. Red 1. You still do not have blue reverse. Red 1. Red 8. Draw card. You draw wild. You play white red. You choose red. It is dominant fireball's turn. It is dominant fireball's turn. Apostrophe. You play blue 7. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball. Blue enter. You play blue reverse. It is your turn. The I. You. There are 2 players in you. No one has you P. Draw card. You P. Dominant fireball draws a card. Dominant fireball plays green reverse. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire red 8. Draw card. You draw a card. Green enter. You draw a card. You draw a card. Green enter. You play green 4. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball red 8. Yellow draw card. You draw a card. Green enter. You play D. Dominant fight red 8. Enter. You play red 8. H. You have 2 cards. Red 1 and yellow 0. Yellow red enter. You play red 1. It is dominant draw card. You draw a card. Blue 3. You still do not have any playable cards, so your turn is over. Draw card. You draw a card. Green 2. You still do not have any playable cards, so your turn is over. It is draw card. You draw a card. Yellow 2. You still do not draw cards. You draw a card. Yellow draw 2. You still do not have any draw cards. You draw a card. Blue reverse. You still do not have any playable card. Draw card. You draw a card. Yellow reverse. Draw card. You draw a card. Red draw 2. Blue 3. Blue green red draw 2. Enter. You yellow draw 2. Yellow 0. Yellow 2. Yellow reverse. Enter. You blue reverse. Enter. You blue 3. You play blue. You. No one has H. You have 3 cards. Green 2. Yellow 0. And yellow 2. Dominant fireball plays blue draw 2. You draw 2 cards. Are skipped. Blue skip and blue 2. It is dominant fireball's turn. Blue green yellow 2. Draw yellow enter. You T. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fire blue enter. You play blue 2. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant blues enter. You play blue skip. Green yellow draw card. You draw a card. Yellow green 6. Green enter. You play green 2. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant green enter. You play green 6. Dominant fireball green enter. You play green 9. It is dominant E. Draw card. You green 9. You play green 9. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant P. Draw card. You P. Dominant D. Dominant fire P. Draw card. You draw a green 1. You play green 1. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball draws a P. Draw card. You draw a card. Green 1. You play green 1. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball P. Draw card. You draw E. Dominant fire draw card. You draw red 9. You play red 9. It is dominant yellow 3. Draw card. You draw yellow 8. You play yellow 8. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball plays yellow 0. Enter. You play yellow 0. It is dominant fireball's turn. Yellow 3. Enter. You play yellow U. No one has you know. Dominant fireball draw 4. No. You red reverse. You. Dominant fireball draw 4. Blue 5. Enter. You play blue 5. It is dominant T.
Well, that's it. Nice win.
Thanks. Nice.
You have
game.
left the game. Switch game. Please sparkle.
Farkle?
Press control. New game. Enter. Would you like this
Yeah.
game to be? No.
We'll
Enter.
play
Dominant
some of that.
fireball. Yes.
Oh.
No. Enter. New game. New game. Enter. Would you like enter? Please enter. FIRE. Enter. The game is not. No. Enter. Game created. Please wait for players to join your game. Press enter when you are ready to start. To enable voice chat, press control plus shift plus V. You must be using version 2.0. Enter. The game is starting. Each player rolls enter. You roll 6. 3. Enter. Hot to enter. You roll 6 dice. 4. 2. 3. 2. 3. Enter. There are no more. End your enter. You bank your score of 1700 points for a total of 1700. It is dominant fireball's turn.
How was
Dominant
that?
fireball roll 6 dice. 1, 5, 5, 3, 1, and 6. Dominant fireball keeps one worth 100 points. Dominant fireball. Alt control window faster. Dominant fireball keeps one worth 100 points. Dominant fireball keeps one worth 1. Alt enter. You roll 6 dice. 1, 2, 6, 5, 5. Escape. Choose another scoring option or choose
Okay.
Ops 27.1.364 bit. Lit Hangout / chat room team talk escape. List JAWS documents. Hangout Ops 20 RS Games client. JAWS find dialog. Find what? Escape. F5. Unloading JAWS. Quit enter.
Sorry
Search
about
box
this,
edit, type in
everyone.
text.
Difficulties here.
J. A. JAWS 2021. Escape. Quit JAWS dialog. Are you shoot enter? RS Games client Farkle. JAWS. JAWS RS Games Client Farkle. List box ops 20 document JAWS RS Games Client Farkle 1 of 5. Ops 27 ops studio exit button audio mute control list box button audio mix scene duration control start virtual stop recording checkbox checked. List box documents JAWS ops 20 RS Games Client. Choose another scoring option. Enter. There are no more scoring. Roll 3 end your enter. You thank you. Dominant fireball roll 6 dice. 4, 2, 4, 6, 2, and 2. Dominant fireball keeps 3 twos worth 200 points. There are no more scoring options, so dominant fireball discards 3 dice. Enter. You roll 6 dice. Have any points to lose. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball roll 6 dice. 2, 2, 3, 1, 4, and 4. Dominant fireball keeps enter. You roll 6 5 word enter. Choose another score. Enter. There are no enter. You roll 4 dice. 6, 5, 1 word enter. Choose another done. Enter. You scored at enter. You roll 3 dice. 2, 4, and 5 word enter. There are no more end your enter. You bank your score of 250 points for a total of 2150. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball rolls enter. You roll 6 1 word enter. Choose another 5 word 50. 5 word 50 point 5 enter. Choose another enter. Choose an enter. There are no more end your enter. You bank your score of 300 points for a total of 2450. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball rolls 6 dice. 2, 3, 1, 1, 6, and 5. Dominant fireball keeps 1 worth 100 points. Dominant back enter. You roll 6 5 worth enter. There are no more enter. You roll 1 worth enter. Choose another done. Enter. You score enter. You roll 4 enter. It's a work and score 150 points. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball rolls 6 dice. 4, 6, 3, 3, 2, and 5. Dominant fireball keeps 5 worth 50 points. There are no more scoring options, so dominant enter. You roll 6 1 worth enter. Choose another 5 worth 50. 5 worth 50 point 5 enter. Choose another scoring option. 1 worth 1 5 worth enter. Choose another scoring done. 1 worth enter. There are no enter. You roll 2 dice. 5 and 3 enter. There are no more spend your enter. You bank your score of 350 points for a total of 2800. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball roll 6 dice. 6, 5, 3, 6, 5, and 1. Dominant fireball keeps 1 worth 100 points. Dominant fireball discards his remaining dice. Enter. You roll 6 dice. 5, 1, 4, 3, 5 enter. Choose another enter. There are no more score end your enter. You bank your score of 600 points for a total of 3400. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball roll 6 dice. 5, 1, 6, 5, 6, and 2. Dominant fireball keeps 1 worth 100 points. Dominant fireball discards his remaining dice. Dominant fireball scored a total of 100 points on enter. You roll 6 dice. 4, 6, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3 enter. Choose another enter. There are no more score end your enter. You bank your score of 400 points for a total of 3800. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball roll 6 dice. 5, 3, 3, 4, 1, and 5. Dominant fireball keeps 1 worth 100 points. Dominant fireball roll 6 enter. You roll 6 dice. 5, 2, 5, 1 worth enter. Choose another 5 worth 50 done. Enter. You score enter. It's enter. You roll 5 dice. 5, 6, 1 worth enter. Choose another enter. Choose another enter. There are no more spend your enter. You bank your score of 350 points for a total of 4150. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball roll 6 enter. You roll 6 dice. 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2 enter. Choose an enter. There are no more spend your enter. You bank your score of 300 points for a total of 4450. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball roll 6 dice. 1, 5, 4, 4, 2, and 2. Dominant fireball keeps 1 worth 100 points. Dominant fireball keeps 5 worth 50 points. There are no more scoring options, so dominant fireball discards 4 dice. Dominant fireball scored a total of 1 enter. You roll 6 3 6 enter. Choose an enter. Choose an enter. There are no more score end your enter. You bank your score of 750 points for a total of 5200. S. Dominant fireball keeps 5 worth S. Dominant fireball has a bank score of 5650. Roll 6 dice. You roll 6 dice. 4, 5, 1, 6. A straight word enter. Hot enter. You roll 6 dice. 4, 6, 1, 2, 6, 3, 6 enter. Choose another enter. There are no more end your turn and bank your score. You bank your score of 2200 points for a total of 7400. It is dominant fireball's turn. Dominant fireball roll 6 dice. 4 enter. You roll 6 4 with enter. Hot enter. You roll 6 dice. 4, 5. A straight enter. Hot enter. You roll 6 dice. 5, 4, 1 worth enter. Choose an enter. There are no more end your turn and bank your score. You bank your score of 3150 points for a total. Dominant fireball keeps 5 worth 50 points. There are no more. Dominant fireball keeps 5 ones worth 4000 points. Hot dice. Dominant fireball. Dominant fireball keeps 1 worth 100 points. Dominant fireball. There are no more enters. Roll 6 dice. 5, 3, 4, 1, 6, and 3. Please choose 1 worth 1 enter. Choose another done. Enter. You score enter. It's enter. You roll 5 dice. 4, 1 worth enter. There are no more scoring options, so you discard end your turn and bank your no. Enter. Okay. Enter. You roll 4 dice. 4, 1, 5 worth enter. Choose another enter. There are no more spend your turn and bank your no. Enter. Okay. Returning you enter. You roll 2 dice. 3 and 5. Enter. There are no end your turn and bank your no. Enter. Okay. Enter. You roll a die. 2. You lose your current working score of 400 points. Dominant fireball wins the game with a score of 11950 points. You finished the game with 10550. This is your 1717 loss. The game will terminate in 30 seconds.
I thought you were going to win there because you got all those points. Then I don't know. I suddenly just came back and.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You have left the game, so
Alright,
switch game.
99.
Please choose a game. Monop 99. Press Control plus F1 for game and new game.
Yep.
Would you like this game to be private? No. Game created. Please wait for Q. You have left the new game. Would you like no? Do you want to change? Yes. Normally each player starts with 3 tokens. Do you want to change this? Yes. No. Skip cards cause the next player in line to be skipped while leaving the store unaffected. Do you want skip card? No. Normally each player is dealt 3 cards at the start of each round. Yes. Please enter the number of 2. Enter the normal score which cannot be exceeded. No. Enter. Game created. Please wait for players to join your game. Press enter when you are ready to start. To enable voice chat, press Control plus Shift plus V. You must be using enter. The game is starting. 8. Enter. You play 8. You draw a card. 3. It is dominant player. 3. Pass. Leave game. Pass. 3. Enter. You play 3. You draw a card. 3. It is dominant. Pass. Enter. You play pass. You draw a card. 5. It is dominant player. The score is 90 each. You enter. The game is starting. 3. Enter. You play 3. You draw a card. 2. It is dominant. 2. Enter. You play 2. You draw a card. 1. 1. Enter. You play 1. You draw 4. Enter. You play 4. You draw 90. Enter. You play 91. You draw a card. 4. Minus 10. Enter. You play minus 10. You draw a card. Pass. It is dominant. Pass. Enter. You play pass. You draw a card. Pass. It is dominant. Pass. Enter. You play pass. You draw a card. 5. It is dominant. Pass. The score E. You post enter. The game is started. 90. Enter. You play 91. You draw a card. 1. It is dominant. Player reverse. Enter. You play reverse. You draw a card. 8. It is dominant. 1. Enter. You play 1. You draw a card. 8. It is dominant. You don't have any tokens left, so you are eliminated. This is your 325th. You. Are you sure you want to leave the enter? Would you like? No. Enter. You have left the game. Select an option from the main menu. New game.
Yep.
Quit. The game will not.
Alright, so
Ops 20. Ops. Stop recording. Checkbox.
So I hope you did enjoy that video. Well, this YouTube video. Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next video pretty soon. Peace out.
And peace.
Peace.